Hey, my name is Shadowsense and you're watching Arcade Spirits. Neon Dawn is going through some negative press, and look who walked through the fucking door. This fucking asshole. I hate him so much, I just want him to go away. I watch as Deco takes a look around the arcade, his smug grin ever present. I see his eyebrow arch as he takes note of the people, or rather the lack of people here playing games.
Such a shame.
Seems you've had an unfortunate run of luck lately, Mr. Bird. Not an unexpected one, however. I did warn that this would likely be the result of trying to go your own way. This can be a very unforgiving industry, as you've learned. Well, I didn't expect you to get shot, at least. I'm glad to hear the wound is minor and you'll recover. I apologize for not sending flowers.
Am I not generous?
I hope you realize now that I was only looking out for your interests when I made my job offer, Mr. Bird. You're a promising young talent, and it's a shame to see it go to waste on this doomed venture. Nope, can't handle this, not today. What do you want, Mr. Nami? If you need tokens, to change machines over there.
A pity.
Tokens? How quaint. Still no swipe cards, eh? Sadly, I'm not here to participate in your sad attempt at an esports community. Really, how can you hope to compete with so few games and such meager prizes?
No. I'm here to make one final offer. If you sign over ownership of this arcade to me, I'll spare your careers.
What if I just stab you in the throat?
Yes, even Miss Fairchild and Miss Wolf. I'm sure I can find something for them to do at one of my facilities. I want to support your rising star. That's what I've always wanted. We've had our differences along the way, but I want us to overcome them and thrive. But this is your last opportunity. I'll not extend my hand in friendship again. If you don't agree to my terms, I'll stand idle and watch as everything burns down around you.
Then you fucking can. I'm not giving you shit. Okay, obviously I want to say no to this fabulous offer. But at what point do I cut my losses? Miss Francine believed in dreams, but she also believed in practicality and trade-offs. Am I ready to give up everything so I can have something resembling of a future? Nope. Of course I'm not giving up. I mean, seriously, I had so many opportunities to jump ship prior to this. Why would I bail this close to the end? No, now get the fuck out of my arcade. No, 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 and no, no, and no, and no. So if that's the only reason you're here, well, you're not a paying customer, are you? Would you kindly get the fuck out of my arcade before I call the police? I see. So you remain a foolish child at heart.
So be it.
I guess I'll just have to settle for buying the burnt out husk of your business once it ultimately collapses around you. I think you underestimate the damage being associated with the criminal element can do, Mr. Bird. It's enough to ruin even the mightiest of arcades. Oh, and I doubt the ghost monsters have forgotten you. They will return, and they will make matters far worse for you. And immediately I take notice. Play it cool, don't let on, just test the waters. Really? Ghost monsters. I thought that gang was called Lovely Chainsaw or something.
A foolish fool.
Yes, ghost monsters. Sadly, they insist on naming themselves after that absurd ancient video game reference. Of all the childish immature... He shakes it off quickly enough, refocusing on me. But enough banter. I believe I'll take my leave. I'll not see you again, Mr. Bird. I'll let my lawyers handle purchasing what little will remain of you. Good day. Once he's out of earshot and well beyond the confines of the arcade, I pull out my phone to verify something. Iris, you checked all the news articles about the shooting, right? Oh, yes. I've analyzed them all. Do you need me to pull up a specific one? Just confirm something for me. The ghost monsters were never mentioned by name in any of them, right? Yes, it seems Sue's friends are good at covering their tracks. Why? This is it. This is the chance we need. Admittedly, it's a slim chance, but at this point, I'll take what I can get. Message everyone. I'm calling another Wachter Conspiracy.
Hooray!
Ooh, you're all fired up. Okay, message is sent. I'll need everyone's help to fill in the gaping holes in my plan, but at least now I have a plan. It's time for one last ditch effort to save Neon Dawn. Oh, are we gonna plant evidence? It's gonna be great. Ben and Matt's bar in the back of the arcade proved a perfect meeting place. The group crowded around a table, pulling up stools, ready to talk. Refreshments, anyone? Mead, perhaps? Didn't Vikings drink mead before going off to war? I'm good, thanks.
Definitely.
I'll take a lemonade. Close enough, right? This was it. This is where we'd make our last stand. I looked around the room at everyone, at all my friends, and nodded to each of them determinedly. Okay, I know things are rough, but I've got, let's say, a good 60 to 80% of a plan for how we can turn things around. Like, we can all agree that what happened, it wasn't our fault, yes? Someone else screwed us over. Every problem we face could be traced back to them. The ghost monsters and lovely chainsaw may be to blame, but the court of public opinion puts the blame squarely on our shoulders. Our venue is tainted by their actions. Sorry for that burp. That was gross. Also, let me lighten things up a little bit. We can cry foul all we like, but even if there's a chance of violence returning to our doorstep, it'll keep customers away. It's a real bummer, since we haven't seen any families here since opening day. Parents just aren't willing to take their children somewhere that's known for being dangerous. Actually, I wasn't talking about the gangs. Today I learned who our true enemy is, and that person is Deco Nami. Now. It's Sour Grapes blaming the competition. We don't blame other donut shops for when our sales are down. Or if dough doesn't rise. Yes, that's a much better pun. Earlier when he was taunting me, he slipped by mentioning the ghost monsters by name. Except those hackers keep their noses clean. They left us with no proof that they were even involved thanks to our security cameras being wiped. The cops didn't go after them. The news didn't identify them. So how did Deco know about them? Answer: Deco hired the ghost monsters to ruin our opening day.
What?
Seriously? In hindsight, it should have been obvious. I blame myself for not seeing it sooner. Far too many coincidences to be otherwise. And the fact that they only started wreaking havoc once Mrs. Defame showed up to bear witness? I can see what you're throwing down. I forgot. Oh, sentences. Hard. Reading. My name was there. That's not a period, that's comma. Why do I do this? Also, let me turn on the light. Oh my god. I can see what you're throwing down, Matt. Soon our friends didn't seem awful at first. I remember talking to Clyde, and they were very nice and friendly. And then Mrs. Defame showed and... Oh my gosh, wait! Do you think Mrs. Defame is involved? Considering she was willing to hold back her review, I don't think she's knowingly involved, but Deco may have gotten wind that she'd be showing up and took advantage.
What if?
But you don't think Deco wouldn't stoop that low, right? Hiring some random street gang to mess with us? Would he? Oh, he would. He's a spiteful bastard. Of course he'd try to ruin our opening day. The only reason he didn't destroy Miss Francine was out of some weird sort of gentlemanly respect for a fellow elder business owner. But to Deco Nami, Matt is basically pond scum. Thanks? To be fair, I doubt he orchestrated the bullet-riddled finale of the evening. That pushes plausibility. True, he wouldn't even needed a shooting to ruin us. The negative review alone would have done the job. Being even slightly associated with the gang would have been awful. If Mrs. Defame reported us as a hotbed of teenage chaos, a living reenactment of the Lord of the Flies, it'd spell doom even without bullets flying around. I guess we're lucky she held her review back. The problem is, we have no proof of this, do we? No way to tie Deco back to the ghost monsters other than him slipping up and mentioning them to Matt. I doubt he'd ever admit to this on the record. Iris hasn't been able to dig up any digital evidence, although there's our eyewitness testimony, which should be enough to warrant some investigation, but for some reason that doesn't seem to be enough for the police. I know a few of the local cops and how they think. If they're not looking into the ghost monsters, odds are they're actually looking into the ghost monsters quietly, which admittedly doesn't help in clearing our name. And it's too much to hope that Deco simply confesses to orchestrating the incident which ruined us.
Come on!
Ugh, that slimy bastard's not getting away with this. I'll beat the truth out of him if I have to. As amusing as that would be, I wouldn't suggest it, love. We need to be smart about this and undermine him rather than take the direct approach. You mentioned having most of a plan, Matt. Care to elaborate? Well, if Deco won't confess his sins, we need the next best thing. We need his henchmen to flip on him. See, I sensed some tension from Deco about the ghost monsters. He called them childish and immature. There may be some bad blood between them. How about we break up their partnership? My plan is to track down the ghost monsters and get them to turn on their employer and confess to their crimes. Once the media hears it from Sue herself that the incident was all thanks to Deco's scheming, it'll clear the good name of Neon Dawn. This plan is foolproof. I'm answered with a myriad of blank stares and blinks. Don't everybody congratulate me at once now. Okay, so this isn't really me criticizing, but your plan, kinda sucks. You want us to track down a bunch of hackers we already can't find, and then ask them politely to betray the guy who's paying them a lot of money? Between this and the shooting, I'm worried your health insurance premiums are about to go through the roof, Matt. That's why I said it was maybe 60% of a good plan. Look, we don't have a lot of options, people. Right now, the only ones who can save us are the ones who ruined us, Deco and Sue. I'm confident that if I can find Sue and talk to her, I can get her to see reason. It's true. Matt was willing to give them another chance and hear out their side of things before. Sue really seemed to like Neon Dawn. If there's some disagreement between her and Deco about our arcade, that could be why. Exactly. I think I can get through to her if I try. This hinges on our ability to find Sue, find an unfindable bunch of ghosts, ones Iris can't even track down, and that's where you all come in. All options on the table. I want to hear your ideas for how we find Deco's hired goons. Let's fill in the other 40% of the plan and make this happen. And awkward glances back and forth are all I get in return. I get why they're concerned. This is the slimmest of hopes, the narrowest of margins. I'm asking them to follow me on a hunch. But I know this can be done, and I know I can get Sue to give us the dirt we need to clear her name. Heck, some days it feels like all I do is talk my way through problems. If that's my one special skill, I'm willing to rely on it for this final conflict. Now, if we could just find her. For that, I need their help, and that means I need to motivate them like a true leader would. I look around and I see the best and brightest the arcade world has to offer. Engineers, thinkers, problem solvers, brilliant minds. Deco is ruled by his spite and his bitterness. We can be smarter than that, better than that. We can find a way to turn his weaknesses against him. Find an unfindable gang? I think we can do it. Unseat an arcade tyrant? I know we can do it. All I need from you is to take this seriously and lend me your aid. Work the problem with me. Are you ready? You know it. I've solved cosplay challenges before. Solving this will be a piece of cake. Obviously, I'm ready and willing to take on this task. You need only ask. It'll be a complicated dance, but I'm willing to step to the beat of success. Good one, Teo. Good one. Everyone nods in agreement, and I can even see some smiles start to appear. We're all on board. Now it's just to determine the how of the plan. Decision: finding the ghost monsters.
Perhaps.
At risk of stating the obvious, why don't we talk to the police about this? They've proven unhelpful so far, but we can go down to the station to fully explain our situation, which we may be able to gain the information we need. I feel this would be a reasonably steady course of action. I'm not certain about showing up and just asking for them to open their files to us, but you're correct, the police would have the information we need. Except cybercrime is a sticky situation. You have to control leaks. If they're looking into the ghost monsters, they won't just tell us outright. The key is talking to the right people. I know most of the cops at Ben and Matt's donut shop by name, and I know one friendly officer that'll help us.
Nope, no way.
I'm just really bad at speaking, guys. Why get the cops involved? We already know someone who's got an axe to grind against Sue and her buddies. Or rather, a chainsaw.
Ooh.
That's right, Queen Bee. We can ask the lovely Chainsaw Gang. They'll be easier to find and would probably be thrilled to divulge all the dirt they have on the ghost monsters. Or they'll carve us up with switchblades. Could go either way. I'll admit that this is a super gutsy move, but if we pull it off, we don't need to involve the authorities at all. This whole situation's a bit too sticky for my liking. Cops and robbers? No thank you. Although the alternative I'm about to suggest may be stickier still. Matt first met the ghost monsters at Deco's palace, yes? They're regulars there, so we investigate Deco's palace to find someone who knows Sue and her mates. If we can find good friends of hers and make them understand why we need to speak with Sue, well, we're already on somewhat good terms with Sue, thanks to Matt remaining diplomatic about all this. We should keep that going. I'm pretty sure if I showed my face at Deco's palace, it'd get mashed into paste by his private security goons. But my face wouldn't. Deco doesn't know me. I was Funplex adjacent rather than a Funplex regular. And he didn't pay much attention to me when I was attending that business dinner with you. I'd hazard I could join her without any issue. Yeah, we could slip in and ask around about Sue without anybody even noticing. I'd say this kindly strategy is an honest appeal to those who may know her. What could be more cordial?
Definitely.
If she's got a single friend in that place, I'll find them. It's a daring mission in enemy territory, but for you, Matt, I'll do it. What are you looking at me for? I don't have any ideas. I mean, well,
what?
You could try Googling for their accounts. Trademarked. I'm reasonably sure Iris already tried that. Iris? Yep, I even used Yahoo, Bing, Alta Vista, and Webcrawler. I have no idea what half of those are. I actually don't. Okay, but that's not what I meant. I meant checking online forums for arcade enthusiasts. She loves arcades, right? She may have an account there. I've been rejoining online communities lately to try and open up to like-minded folks and socialize a bit more on my own terms. She's got to be lurking in one of those places. Oh, wait, I know. If we can't passively search for her, we can actively call her out. As much as I hate internet trolls, they do get results. If we taunt the ghost monsters online, well, I'm positive Sue's the sort of person that looks herself up constantly, right?
A winner is you.
Of course! And with my help, we can establish fake accounts to spread the message so far and wide that she can't miss it. I suggest we use a public internet access point to keep from being traced back to Neon Dawn, though. Ooh, road trip! Road trip! I can tell from Gavin wincing at this that he's not a fan. But he's not a fan of Iris in general, so...
Good work.
I like this plan, Miss Naomi. It's pretty quirky, but it just might work out. Well, I did say I wanted options. Is it raining outside? It's raining really bad outside, damn. And you hear it with my headphones on. Involving the cops after the semi-shady things we've done is risky. So, is provoking a rival gang of armed hooligans. So is infiltrating Deco's palace. So is... Okay, posting a few troll messages isn't that risky given how many social media companies actually adore trolls or nurture them for advertising dollars. That's a Twitter call out. Fuck you, Twitter. But it could annoy Sue. What's the best path forward? But before I can decide, Juniper raises her hand. All of these sound great, but... Matt, you're still recovering from an injury. The less moving around you do, the more likely you'll heal nice and quick. You can't go gallivanting around the city chasing down rumors about the ghost monsters today. I'm just on crutches. I'm not in an iron lung or anything. I'm still mobile. Light duty only. Doctor's orders, remember? But I have a solution to this conundrum. It's simple and super effective. let us do this for you. You've had to tackle all these problems since joining the Funplex by yourself. Why not step back and let us handle this one? Well, okay, but I need to be there when we finally confront Sue. While you're out and about, I guess I'll go get some rest and get ready for tonight. Sounds good? Sounds good. These are my friends. I trust them entirely. So now the only question is, which plan do I want to give my matte seal of approval? Alright. Troll the internet. Calling out Sue on the internet is risky, but we're more likely to reach her in the virtual world than the real one. It's worth a shot. Naomi, I'm going to loan you my Iris account password just to install the free app and log in as me, and it should work. Got it. I'll pick the arcade communities she's most likely to visit and ask around about her. And I'll help Naomi get the word out quickly and safely, so she isn't at risk. We'll use a public access point and stuff. You sure you don't want me along for this? You need to rest up if you're going to be peg-legging it around Criminal Hideout tonight. Okay, good luck you two. Roger, roger. You can count on me. Alright, time to troll around for someone who can't be found. Alright, so gonna continue this on the next episode and what I think may be the finale. So, thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I can't speak ever again. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.